Number 1.
Anthony Weiner, former U.S. Rep, via his Twitter account, sent explicit messages to a young woman who followed him on Twitter. When the media got a hold of the story, Weiner, of course, denied all involvement.
No, it wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
It was only after the scandal continued to grow that Weiner, with his wife present, admitted live on national television that all allegations were true. He immediately resigned from Congress. Spending months in therapy, which helped restore his marriage, and what seemed only a year out of the spotlight, Anthony Weiner ran for mayor of New York City. Little did this now changed man know, many sources had revealed Weiner, while using alias Carlos Danger, was still sending messages to women even after resigning from Congress. Needless to say, Anthony Weiner lost his bid for mayor. Well, Mr. Weiner, you're wienered out.
Number 2.
President Bill Clinton had an affair with White House intern Monica Lewinsky.
What up this time?
After audio recordings of phone conversations between Lewinsky and her friend were released, the sex scandal became national news. The famous saying, "I did not have sexual relations with that woman," was crushed when the blue dress with the interesting stain proved different. Clinton completed his presidential term and continues to be one of the most popular and loved presidents of the United States of America and the world. Goes to show you, one little stain will not destroy a nation.
Number 3.
4-star General David Petraeus met Paula Broadwell and they became friendly during his tenure as commander of U.S. forces in Afghanistan and Iraq. During which time Paula, unknowingly to Petraeus, was writing a biographical book titled The Education of David Petraeus. The actual time the affair lasted is really unknown. Some believe Petraeus only agreed to tell all upon his completing his military service. The public became aware of the affair when the FBI began to investigate emails that were being sent by Paula Broadwell to Petraeus' friend Jill Kelly. Only after the FBI investigation would General Petraeus resign as the director of the CIA. He held on to the very, very last moment.
Number 4.
Former New York Governor Eliot Spitzer was elected on his promise to bring integrity, trust, and the American way back to the governor's office.
What's up, pretty girls? See y'all when y'all get out.
Spitzer reportedly spent upwards of $80,000 on prostitutes after being discovered as a member of the Emperor's Club VIP. Spitzer resigned amidst an FBI investigation regarding suspicious money transfers. I'm sure there was quite a few suspicious money transfers. Spitzer was never prosecuted for involvement in prostitution due to insufficient evidence, even though the New York Times reported Spitzer used campaign funds as payments for prostitutes. There goes those suspicious money transfers.
Number 5.
U.S. Rep. Gary Condit lied about being in an affair with Chandra Levy after she was reported missing.
There's nothing exciting about him. Well, until today.
Condit had an affair with Levy, an intern at the Federal Bureau of Prisons who was originally from Condit's congressional district. After Levy's disappearance, Condit was subject to a great deal of suspicion. He completed his term and has not sought public office since. The remains of Chandra Levy's body was discovered, and her killer has been prosecuted and found guilty. Condit was completely exonerated from any affiliation with the disappearance, the killing of Chandra Levy, even if he lied.
Number 6.
U.S. Senator Larry Craig got caught with his foot out. Craig was caught soliciting sex in a man's restroom.
Okay. What about my hand? Well, you're not being truthful with me. I'm kind of disappointed in you, Senator. I'm really disappointed right now. Okay.
At the Minneapolis-St. Paul airport, only after being charged with suspicion of lewd conduct with the stark conservative and once homophobic Craig plead guilty to a lesser charge. Craig claimed that he has a wide stance and he was trying to pick up a piece of paper in the bathroom stall. Despite his efforts to prove his heterosexuality, Craig announced his resignation from Congress.
Number 7.
South Carolina Governor Mark Sanford told his wife that he was hiking in the Appalachian Trails, but neither family nor staff heard from him for many days. Instead of hiking in the woods, Sanford hiked to Argentina to visit his mistress. Sanford, once discovered, served the rest of his term as governor, but was censored by the South Carolina General Assembly for misusing public funds to facilitate his affair. Today, Sanford serves on the House Committees Homeland Security, Transportation, and Infrastructure.
Number 8.
New Jersey Governor Jim McGreevey was criticized for appointing Golan Sipple as his Homeland Security advisor because of Sipple's lack of credentials and for his very close relationship with Sipple. Sipple resigned from his position upon McGreevey's request and then threatened to sue McGreevey for sexual harassment. McGreevey, in fear of legal action, admitted to an affair with Sipple and resigned from office.
Number 9.
Senator David Vitter became entrenched in the famous D.C. Madam scandal. Vitter's phone number was discovered in the phone records of the dubbed D.C. Madam, Deborah Jean Pelfrey.
One Swedish-made penis enlarger pump.
That's not mine.
One credit card receipt for Swedish-made penis enlarger, signed by...
Vitter apologized and asked his wife for forgiveness for his indiscretions. Today, Vitter is the junior senator from Louisiana and has announced that he will seek a bid at governorship of Louisiana. Once you admit to your indiscretion, people generally will forgive you. It's those that lie about the indiscretion, that there's scorn, broken relationships, divorce, no counseling, no reconciliation. Always tell the truth, remember.
Number 10.
Former Vice President candidate John Edwards' extramarital activities got the best of him during the 2008 presidential campaign. Edwards was engaged in an affair with Riley Hunter, a campaign staffer. This relationship resulted in the birth of a child. Edwards, all the while, denied being the father of Hunter's child. Edwards denied being the father of Hunter's child for 2 years, despite an admission he made in an ABC News interview of having had an affair with Hunter. Edwards,
You are the father!
has been indicted but not charged with collecting illegal campaign contributions as a result of the many extramarital affairs. Monies had to come from somewhere, and campaign contributions is the logical place to fund these extramarital affairs. Although alleged, nothing has ever been proven, nor has he ever been found guilty of any campaign fraud.